Weren't expecting this so soon, were you? But hey, the episodes came out, and I want to get on top of these, so, you know. So yeah, we're at Zero One episode 20 and Ryusoulger episode 43, and surprisingly enough, there is actually a little bit of plot in Ryusoulger this time, so we'll tackle Zero One first. Yeah, let's see. The retailer contest has come to a close, and unfortunately, it's another win for Zaya. Although Aruto did manage to go defeat the Whale Raider, and also, basically show him that, yeah, he was basically going about it for the wrong reasons, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, good news, he was able to save Smile because she wasn't directly using the Zetsume Riser, she was able to be, her consciousness was able to be uploaded to a new body thanks to satellite there. And, the retailer contest came down to between both Smile and, the Whale Raider, trying to sell a house to this retiree CEO or this billionaire who's basically just wants to retire, settle for a nice, to a smaller location. His wife died, and, he wants to give a place where his three sons and their family can just come around and have themselves a good old time. Kind of like what my grandpa has over at his place. It's a cozy little place out in the middle of nowhere. Just just let the grandkids run around and all that jazz. But of course, with Zaya's guy being, basically being Gordon Gecko, he goes and tries to sell him, the most expensive place he can find, while barely fitting the criteria. Whereas Smile has, basically actually taken the guy's criteria into consideration, and you sell the house that, might not exactly turn the most profits, will definitely make him happier. And both. At first, Aruto's kind of a little tugging at his collar a little bit, but of course, the whole thing with Smiles basically got him to realize that, what Zaya's doing is basically just, profits. I mean, sure, a company has to turn profits. That's one thing, but if the clientele and your employees aren't happy, aren't getting what they want out of their whole, venture with you, then what the hell's the point? It's almost as if making all the money in the world all the time shouldn't be what's important. Trying to actually do your job and meet your customers' criteria is. Fancy that. Of course, Guy is like, if a president can't make profits, then they're completely worthless. And of course, Aruto's just realizing that this guy is just lower than pond scum. But then again, he's a atypical CEO, so of course the guy's brain is rotten. Studies have shown that most CEOs are actually sociopaths. I'm not even joking about that. Look it up. So Aruto managed to, Aruto may have won the battle, but he's lost the war. With this whole thing, he's down to two. Zaya's won two of the contests, and if Aruto can't squeeze out a win in the next one, then he is completely screwed. Oh, and speaking of completely screwed, Isamu has been kidnapped by the fourth member of Metsubo Jinrai, or at least that's what's heavily implied, since he got a little tip from he tried interrogating Hirobi again, and Fuwa is actually doing his job, and was actually going to arrest the Whale Raider because he was using illegal tech, and he was going on a rampage attacking Cuba Gears because he's a robo-wist bastard. And and Aruto, you could have easily just derailed all this from the beginning. You could have just, it's obvious that that Zaya's guys are going to become raiders, and they're using underhanded, duplicitous tactics. This whole thing is a farce. You know it, but you're too much of a nice guy to have Fuwa say, arrest him. He's endangering people, and he's using illegal technology that was provided to him by Metsubo Jinrai. And yeah, also have Guy. You could end this entire thing with just one person holding up a camera, holding up a camera phone. Just have somebody record, somebody using Zaya Tech representing Zaya Enterprises attacking a human gear, causing them to go maverick, and then transforming into a radar. Yeah, no, that would completely destroy Zaya's reputation if their employees are using illegal tech and harassing human gears. You could have Fuwa could end this whole thing right now if you just have him go and arrest those arrest this bastard. But no, Aruto's too much of a good shoot. You know, Aruto. I mean, hey, I sympathize with your position, but you gotta look at the bigger picture. And yeah, you could just stop put an end to the contest and still have Smile go and sell the guy the house. This is not complicated. The contest and selling him the house are not mutually exclusive things. You could still save your company and still give the guy his happily ever after. That's all I'm saying. If you just stop and use this for a second instead of just using this to tell bad jokes. Right now, you're starting to look like a bit of a joke. But again, Naruto, you're still no matter what my gripes are, you're still better than the Japanese Andrew Wilson over there. Ugh. And yeah, Guy still does not know how percentages work. Oh, and yeah, also, during the fight against the Whale Raider when he was attacking another human gear and causing him to go maverick, Guy transformed into Thouser and used the Thousand Jacker Fuwa in order to get his punching Kong ability. And again, he's attacking a authorized military member, a member of a government. He's attacking a government employee. Arrest him. A private, but of course, everyone in the show's starting to get a little stupid, so, yeah, no, Fuwa doesn't do anything about that. He just, goes and licks his wounds and just starts fuming to Hirobi about the Raid Riser. Again, I kind of expect this from Fuwa since he's kind of has a one-track mind about these whole things. He's like, revenge first, extraneous details, and due process later. Ugh. And yeah, apparently with the next one, things are going to get even more morally gray as the third contest is actually settling a defense attorney and prosecutor. Basically, it's a trial. The third stage is a trial, and whoever wins or loses determines someone's life. And this is where hopefully this is where Aruto finally realizes that this guy is a complete and utter scumbag, and he's not going to be playing his games anymore. Yeah, Aruto, just please just come to this realization and Rider kick him in the teeth. Knock his teeth out 1,000%. So anyways, now on to Ryusoulger episode 43, where, we're getting a little bit more explanation as to what Hellas actually is. She's apparently the source, she's the mother of all Druidons. As we see when, Precious has Hellas go and create for her a new Druidon subordinate, who he names, Gunjoji. And since he's just fresh out of the oven, Gunjoji is, kind of stupid. He actually kind of reminds me of Tankor from Beast Machines, where he's just like, Gunjoji, Tankor, pulverize! Kind of like that. And since he's based off of Tankjo, he's a big beefy boy with a machine gun on his chest. And apparently Set knew that pulling Ryusoulger Caliber out would have released Hellas, but it's basically the lesser of two evils scenario, since apparently while Ryusoulger Caliber was keeping Hellas sealed, she was actually absorbing the power of Ryusoulger Caliber, so she would have eventually gotten out on her own anyway, only completely invincible. So, lesser of two evils. And speaking of evils, Yeah, apparently Master Black is working with the Druidons, and after we see a flashback with Bamba, where after he was being taught by Master Black a couple of decades later, it's revealed that he attacked their part of the Ryusoul tribe, well, is basically looking for Toa, trying to kill him and Bamba as to decrease resistance towards Hellas. And yeah, no, this is totally not like what happened with Daigo's dad and Kyoryuger, looking like he's working for the bad guys when he's when he's actually a double agent. No, sirree, Bob. Okay, it's not exactly like that because, well, yeah, Daigo's dad was, well, he was traveling around and actually helping the Ryusoulgers throughout the course of the story before he became Kyoryu Silver. This, however, is basically kind of I mean, if it does look like Master Black was actually the double agent, pulling double agent card with Master Black, they're kind of framing it more as like, well, basically, they're cribbing some notes from Itachi Uchiha from Naruto, slaughtering almost the entire Uchiha clan in order to ingratiate himself within the Leaf Village's enemies. And yeah, no, you should not be taking notes from Naruto other than what not to do. And yeah, it kind of explains why why Bamba was so, kind of kill crazy back when he started out, because, well, yeah, seeing the master, the man who taught him everything he knows about being a Ryusoulger and a member of the Ryusoul tribe, suddenly just go and decide to slaughter most of his fellow tribesmen to go and defend their mortal enemies. Yeah, that would get him a little bit angsty. But again, Bamba is still better than Sasuke because he eventually moved past that and realized that that there's more to being a Ryusoulger than just tracking down Master Black and fighting for revenge. Okay, revenge was never a motivation factor for him. I'm pretty sure this was part of the rewrites, but still, yeah, Bamba's still better than Sasuke. Almost anyone's better. And yeah, they matched. And by the way, speaking of Gunjoji, apparently Hellas is mass producing him. So yeah, the Ryusoulgers could barely handle one of him, along with Sudan and Precious plans to make an army of Gunjojis. And yeah. Oh, and by the way, Sudan has managed to track down Oto and held her hostage. Is holding her hostage. And I'm pretty sure that Creon's they're gonna force Creon to create a Minosaur out of Oto in order to basically deter the Ryusoulgers. Or at least that's a smart thing they would do. And well, yeah, unlike Waizaru, Precious is not stupid. Oh, and also speaking of, Creon actually managed to find the card that contains Waizaru's heart, and I'm pretty sure that's a good sign that Waizaru is still alive. I'm pretty sure that if he died, then the card probably would have disappeared too. As well, I'm just basing it off as since, well, we don't see what happened with Gachilius' heart card. So yeah, I'm betting that after the last episode, Waizaru's is like, yeah, you know what, this whole thing just isn't worth it. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go over to Tahiti or something like that and wait this out. Peace. Yeah, just wait. I'm pretty sure Waizaru is just in hiding until everything blows over. Either that or he is dead or whatever. So, yeah. 0-1. Naruto is most likely going to lose Hiden unless he finally gets a clue and pulls the plug on this. Stupid contest stuff. Oh, and Fuwa might be in mortal danger because he was being held hostage by the fourth member, Metsubo Jinrai, and Ryusoulger is finally approaching the end game, and it's not worth it. I'm just waiting it. I'm just going through Ryusoulger at this point out of obligation, and we're just waiting until Kira Major like everyone else. So hopefully Kira Major will liven things up. Boo boo.